G'day, Himbo here. This is a Showa NX and these sort of vice clamps, because it's got a bit on the back I can't remove and it doesn't really sit nicely at all on my vice. Actually quite a cool lock. Really great feel, really fairly straightforward pins, but what makes it great is the warding. And on here I've got some max lifts, well, very high and max, right where I've got a minimum or zero lift in the top, so that pretty much guarantees an overset. And yeah, it's just proven to be fairly challenging actually, but it's, get into a good deep false set, and I'll just see if I can kind of somehow angle around the zero lift and try and get that top set. Haven't had much luck lately actually, well, on that. So I might try something like one of those later on. Try clockwise. I mean, the pins are pretty straightforward and the feel is just fantastic. There's nothing super difficult about this lock, except for good old basics, which is just can't get to the pins to set them. So that's setting pretty much the left hand pins. And that's where it gets interesting, because this is just brilliant, because I can't get past that because of the warding. It's just such a good design. So I had thought about, with an MP10, trying to sneak up the side here. Coming up. And then trying to turn it around like that. And then coming back and trying to set them that way. And I reckon that'll work alright. if I actually just did what I think I did. But it's also hard to tell. And I think I just dropped them anyway. And then what we'll do is come in here. Could probably use an easier hook for that, like a flat hook, instead of a super pointy thingamabob. Like that. Well, we'll try that again with the MP10. It actually feels like a winner. Getting some nice core rotation from that. Come on. I'll try. Have a wee poke along the edge there. Alright, try again on the top. Hmm. It actually feels like it. Getting some beautiful counter rotation there. Just got to make sure I actually get the flag on the pin that I think it's on. I have a wee poke along the side. It actually feels like it needs to be set. Interesting. MP10. Nope. Hang on. Oh, that's why I was using the wrong blinking flag. Oh, it's really interesting. And we're open. Far out. What a great lock. Love this thing. Right. Now gutting is spectacularly easy. I have not gutted this before, but I have gutted it partially, completely by accident. So these covers literally fall off. Right, where is my tweezers? Okay. Ooh, I have a fancy new tray that I printed. My HPC tray. So, key on the right hand side. Now we're going to do this, and the key on the top. Whoa. So I mean the pins are great, awesome feedback, but the actual lock isn't complicated. Like as far as I know, no serrations and things like that. So key up that way. Key in this side. 1 is that way. So go left on this side. So 1's a blank. 3, 4, 5, and 7 with a driver. Oh, that's interesting. They're slightly different. How cool. Alright, we'll start with 3. Ooh, now we're getting into the good stuff. So as usual, the top pins are a bit more fun. And that one is a blank key pin. And the last one is 1, which is a ball bearing. 2, 4, and 6. Two, 4, and 6. Okay, I don't quite know what happened there. 1. Oh, that's the key pin for the ball bearing. And that's the key pin for that. There we go, that one. And finally that one. Oh yeah, so there's some cool ones in here as well. These are a bit threaded. I don't know if I'm gonna take that apart. It does actually feel like there's some milling in the core. Looks like over milling on most stuff. Or that might just be the lip for the key pins actually, so ignore me. But anyway, that's the lock. What a cool thing. Crap, sorry about focus, hopefully it wasn't too bad. Oh, got it, I hate it when I do that. So yeah, top. Hang on, I got that wrong. The top pins are the mellow ones, and the side pins have the lips on them there. And then that's the other side there. Thanks for watching.